Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down the powerful business case for proactively investing in a diverse and inclusive workforce. And you'll see, it's not just about doing the right thing anymore. It's about using technology and talent to get a serious competitive edge. So here's the game plan for our analysis. We're going to start with a problem that's probably all too familiar. Then we'll put some real numbers to it, look at a modern, tech-focused solution, see it in action with a real-world company, and then wrap up with a direct proposal you can take to your team. Okay, let's dive right in. I want to start with a scenario, a story really, that I'm willing to bet a lot of managers have seen firsthand. It's all about the incredible potential that's sitting right under your nose, just waiting to be unlocked. You hear this, right? It's that quiet comment from a really talented employee. And often this might come from someone in an underrepresented group, say from Indigenous or ethnic American communities, who is absolutely crushing it and is ready for the next step, but they look up and just don't see a clear path forward. And this is where you get that classic, frustrating disconnect. You've got your top performers feeling stuck. Their direct manager totally sees it and is trying to advocate for them, but way up top, leadership looks at the numbers, sees performance is good, and they hesitate. They don't see an urgent problem to solve. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. That hesitation, it's not free. It actually translates into some staggering and frankly often hidden financial losses. This isn't just about feelings or morale. This is about cold, hard cash on the bottom line. Yep, $7 trillion. And no, that is not a typo. According to the State of the Global Workplace report, that's what lost productivity from disengaged employees costs the global economy. It's like this massive, silent leak happening on balance sheets all over the world. And this chart? Oh man, it just lays it all out so perfectly. Look at the difference. The cost of proactively investing in someone, with training, new tech, a promotion, it's just a tiny fraction of what it costs to replace them when they finally get fed up and walk out the door. So let's make this real. The point here is crucial. Losing just one mid-level employee who makes, say, $90,000 a year, well, that can easily cost your business over 150% of their salary. That's $135,000 or more in real, tangible costs. Money that's just gone. Okay, so enough about the problem, right? Let's talk about the solution. How do we shift from this crazy, expensive, reactive cycle to a proactive, modern strategy that actually builds value for the company? The whole playbook has changed, folks. We're moving away from the old way of doing things. The annual review, the clunky manual career tracking, that's all out. Today, it's all about data-driven, personalized systems. We're talking continuous feedback powered by AI and personalized career paths that AI actually helps suggest. And crucially, it also means designing everything to be accessible from the ground up so employees with disabilities have the tools they need to shine. A really solid, modern strategy is built on these key pillars. It means DEI isn't just an HR thing, it's a core business goal. You have to back it with real money for tech and training. You use AI to see who might be at risk of leaving before they even update their resume. You build a deep culture of accessibility. And, this is critical, it has to be driven from the very top, from the C-suite down. And I keep mentioning AI because it is an absolute game changer here. It lets us move beyond gut feelings and assumptions. We can use real data to spot flight risks, to suggest the perfect personalized training, and, get this, it can even help audit promotion processes to sniff out unconscious bias. It really helps level the playing field. Now, look, this isn't just some abstract theory. Let's talk about a company that has been walking this walk and making inclusion part of its DNA for well over 100 years. Johnson & Johnson's journey here just shows you a real commitment to diversity and inclusion. It isn't some short-term project. It's a long-term evolution that gets woven right into the fabric of the business, starting all the way back with their credo in 1943. Their whole strategy is built on these three interconnected pillars. And what's so key here is how they explicitly, directly link a diverse workforce to innovation and to business growth. It's not an accident. One absolutely fuels the other. And as their Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer makes so clear, accountability is the engine that makes this all work. It turns these values into real results. It's just not enough to have a nice-sounding policy. You have to measure it, and you have to hold leaders responsible. Okay, so this brings us to the final crucial point, the proposal.
How in the world do you fund this kind of strategic shift? Well, the good news is you're probably already spending the money. You're just spending it in the wrong place.
It really all boils down to this one simple question. This isn't about finding some new pot of gold in the budget. It's about reallocating the money you are already losing every single time a valuable person walks out the door. So you've got a choice. You can keep pouring money down the drain reactively, on giant recruiter fees, on training new people from scratch, on all that lost productivity. Or you can strategically reinvest those exact same dollars into the systems and the culture that make people want to stay and grow. Things like AI platforms, accessibility upgrades, and support for your employee resource groups. So here's the ultimate takeaway. Your path to innovation, to real growth, to leading your market, it runs directly through the people you already have. Investing in an inclusive culture isn't an expense on a balance sheet. It is the single greatest competitive advantage you can possibly build. The only question left is, are you ready to unlock it?